For travel and history enthusiasts, nothing quite sparks our imagination like a majestic castle. From Europe and the Middle East to East Asia, you'll find countless royal residences brimming with lush gardens and mighty fortifications. Let's take a look at the 10 most luxurious castles in the world. Number 10. Cité de Carcassonne. Incredible Gothic architecture. This is an ancient castle that sits upon top of a hill in southwest France. It is the longest medieval and one of the biggest castles in the world, spreading across 3 kilometers in distance. Located on the right bank of the River Aude, this UNESCO World Heritage Site has more than 2,500 years of history, and it was restored in the 19th century. It totally consists of 52 massive towers and a double ring of ramparts. Its main attraction is the Basilica of St. Nazarius, famous for its Gothic architecture with stained glass panels. Number 9. Hohensalzburg Castle, a medieval fortress. Archbishop Gebhard built this beautiful fortress in the year 1077 AD, and since then, this citadel is considered the biggest medieval fortress in Central Europe. It is built over a cliff top with a view of almost 55,000 square meters. It gives a spectacular view of the city Salzburg. When the fortress was built in 1077, it was nothing more than a simple bailey and a wooden wall. The fortress was expanded during the investiture controversy, a conflict between the church and the state. Gebhard wanted to protect the interests of Salzburg's archbishops against his opponent King Henry IV of Germany. The archbishops once again took refuge in the fortress during the Hungarian War and the Peasants' War of the 15th and 16th centuries. During this time, the arsenal and granary were built and the castle's main building was enlarged. A unique feature of this castle is its symbol, which is a lion holding a turnip. Presently, it functions as a fortress museum that displays medieval weapons, Roman coins, puppetry, and historic musical instruments. The unique thing about the fortress is that inside its protective walls, it still looks and feels like an authentic medieval village. Number 8. Edinburgh Castle, notable Scottish history. Set atop a craggy extinct volcano high above Scotland's capital, Edinburgh Castle is unquestionably Scotland's most famous and important castle. This sprawling complex houses the crown jewels, the Stone of Destiny, and the Mons Meg. Get there in time for the firing of the 1 o'clock gun. Both as a military stronghold and as a royal residence, Edinburgh Castle has a remarkable Scottish history. The main attractions are the chapel, the Scottish War Memorial, Half Moon Battery, Crown Jewels of Scotland, and 1 o'clock gun. Edinburgh Castle is a magnificent example of Scotland's architecture, ideology, political tact, and military importance. High up on the summit of a dormant volcano lurks the dominating structure. Its presence is visible for miles in every direction, and it is a strong standing symbol of the perseverance and struggle for independence of Scotland. Number 7. Neuschwanstein Castle, an inspiration for a Disney movie. This castle is located in Bavaria and is one of the most visited castles in Germany. This fairy tale location was built by King Ludwig II in 1886. It was built as a recreational home, unlike other castles that were built for defense. It is one of the most beautiful and biggest castles in the world and has been an inspiration for Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle. It is also the largest castle in Germany and is built in an area of 65,000 square feet. Perched atop a forested mount with the majestic Bavarian Alps behind it, this castle in Bavaria looks as if it just emerged from a children's fairy tale book. Full of incredible artwork and precious paintings, the interior of the castle is no less exceptional. Visitors can take a tour around the luxurious halls and chambers. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Germany, this is all thanks to its fabulous design and breathtaking setting. Number 6. Buda Castle, stunning views. One of the biggest castles in the world, Buda Castle was built in the 13th century to defend themselves against the Mongol invasion. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is built across an area of almost 45,000 square meters. It sits on top of the Varagi Hill, giving the visitors a stunning panoramic view of the Danube River, the Chain Bridge, and the pest side of the city. The major sightseeing features of the castle are the Royal Palace, Fisherman's Bastion, Matthias Church, Faust Wine Cellar, the Labyrinth, and the famous National Gallery. Number 5. Mehrangarh Fort, oozing culture and history. Perched atop a hill at 400 feet, this fort is the second largest and one of the 10 most beautiful castles in the world. Built in the 14th century, it covers an area of about 81,000 square meters. This magnificent castle is built with sandstone and is brimming with tales of valor, culture, and history. The palaces inside have intricate carvings around the walls. The visitors can indulge in some zip-lining activities as well. Also, this is one of the largest fortresses in the world. Sounds interesting, right? Number 4. Himeji Castle, a Japanese treasure. Himeji is the largest and one of the most beautiful castles in Japan. Apart from its aesthetics, the way it's built is a reminder that it was once a fortress meant to withstand enemy assaults. It has a strong, fire-resistant wall setup, multiple moats, weapon racks, hiding places, and a confusing design. This 17th century hilltop castle is a Japanese national cultural treasure. Himeji Castle is also known as the White Heron Castle, owing its resemblance to a bird ready to take flight. It is the only castle in Japan to survive the Civil War and the Great Earthquake. It is the largest castle in Asia and undoubtedly one of the greatest castles in the world. Number 3. Malbork Castle, a castle of bricks. Another beautiful medieval fortress Europe seems to be full of, Malbork was built by the famed warriors of the Order of the Teutonic Knights as part of their conquest in what is now Poland. It is the largest castle in the world by surface area and the largest brick building in Europe. And in addition to this, its distinct reddish color makes it a truly unforgettable sight. It sits on the banks of the Nogat River and is one of the most popular tourist spots in Poland. The main attractions are the monastery, a huge palace, and a museum that displays the finest items of Teutonic Knights like the weapons and armors. Number 2. Windsor Castle, a magnificent architecture. The oldest castle in the world is also the largest castle in Britain. Windsor Castle is one of the 3 official residences to the Queen of England. This royal residence is Queen Elizabeth's preferred weekend retreat, where she hosts state events for public figures from around the world. Inside this massive castle complex, you'll also find St. George's Chapel, a sacred site for royal ceremonies, weddings, and burials. Windsor Castle towers over the old town just south of the River Thames. It's conveniently located about 30 miles from London and 10 miles from London Heathrow Airport. It covers a total land area of almost 55,000 square meters, and it serves as an official site for many ceremonial and state affairs. Number 1. Prague Castle, the largest ancient castle. Built in the area of over 65,000 square meters, Prague Castle, which is one of the biggest castles in the world, has a history of over 1,000 years. It has been declared the largest ancient castle complex in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records. Currently, it serves as an official building for the heads of the state. Home to the collection of Romanesque, Baroque, and Gothic architecture forming the castle complex, this castle is situated to the left bank of the Vltava River. Prague Castle houses a number of historical sites, museums, and galleries. The main feature of the castle is the St. Vitus Cathedral. Many historical artifacts and crown jewels are housed in the Prague Castle. Do let us know in the comments which one of these would you like to visit. Please subscribe to The Luxury World. Thanks for watching.